Right, we're all here. So, sitting on a mat, cross-leg kneeling, whatever your preference may be. Tilt the pelvis forwards, lengthening through the spine, rolling your shoulder blades backwards and closing your eyes. Starting to bring your focus, your attention into your breath. Calming into your breathing. Tuning into your breath, into your body. As you shift your focus away from thoughts, away from thinking, getting out of your heads, calming into your hearts. Every feeling, every sensation your body has to offer. Connecting, being aware. Feel the weight of your body as you sit here now. Points of contact with the floor beneath you. Sensations of touch, temperature. And as you settle, and you soften, your body, your shoulders, softening your jaw. No thoughts need thinking about. There is nowhere else to be. Taking control of your breath. Breathing in deeper. Deep belly breaths in and out through the nose. Every inhale as deep as you can. Breathe into your belly, filling your lungs. Every exhale, squeezing all the breath out of your body. Deeper breaths in, and longer breaths out. So this evening, to open up practice, we'll start with Tamo Pranayama, the Wim Hof breath. So the way we do this breath work, deep breath in through the nose, fill the belly, fill your lungs, and quick exhale out through the mouth, emptying the lungs as quick as you can. So round after round like this, moving the shoulders, lifting them with the breath in, dropping them with the breath out. So keep going until I say stop. When I say stop, deep breath in, complete exhale, and then holding breath as long as you can, soften your body, focus inside. So long through the spine, shoulder blades backwards, closing your eyes. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep it going, nice and strong. Deep breath in, quick breath out. Deep breath in, quick breath out. Maintain the intensity. Here we go. Pushing through whatever you feel. Energizing your body. Oxygenating your blood. Deep breath in through the nose, lifting your shoulders. Quick exhale out through the mouth. Dropping the shoulders. Round after round. Keep it going. A little bit longer. Few more breaths, 10 more seconds. Deep in, quick out, deep in, quick out. And deep breath in. Exhale. Hold the exhale, lungs empty, focus inside, soften your body. Holding your breath for as long as you can. Tension inside. When the body starts to tell you to breathe, try and rest with it. Hold your breath for a bit longer. Embark when you must. Settling back into deep yogi breathing. Deep belly breaths in and out through the nose, setting the intention to breathe this way for the whole of your practice. Every breath under control, connecting with what you feel with every inhale, releasing, letting go with every exhale. So when you're back in your breath, opening your eyes. So sitting cross-legged on your mats. The right hand grabs the left knee, the left wrist against the base of the spine, inhaling for length as we exhale, pulling the left knee, twisting the spine, looking behind. So use the strength of the right hand, pulling on the left knee, left palm pressing down as you take the chin further out. If you have the space, wrapping the left arm behind the back, grab the inside of your right thigh, using both hands to pull yourself deep into the twist. Every exhale, squeeze the belly in. Try and twist some more as you press the knees down, lengthening through the crown of your head. If the eyes are open, looking as far to the left as you can, working the muscles of your eyes. Otherwise, eyes closed, but everyone focus inside. One more breath. And releasing, facing forwards, crossing your legs the other way. Left hand grabs the right knee, right wrist against the base of the spine. Inhaling for length, exhaling, twisting. Again, looking over the right shoulder. Maybe wrapping the right arm behind the back, grabbing the left thigh. Listening to your breathing. Hear every breath. Use the strength of your arms, pull through the tension, through the tightness, twist some more. One more breath. And releasing, facing forwards, coming onto all fours. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, a few rounds of cat-cow. So for cow, tilt the pelvis forwards, pushing the spine towards the floor, breathing deep into the belly, looking forwards up towards the ceiling. As we exhale, pushing the floor away, squeeze the head and hips closer, belly button into the spine. Inhaling into cow, exhaling into cat. Here we go, just moving with your breath. So the deeper you breathe, the slower you move. The slower you move, the more time to connect to your body, to feel every vertebrae moving. Nice fluid wave-like motion through the whole of your body. Pushing deeper into your cow. At the end of your inhale, try and breathe in a little bit more. Pushing higher into your cats. At the end of your exhale, try and squeeze out a little bit more breath. And coming back to a neutral spine, keep pressing into your palms as you lift the right knee in line with the hip and the heel in line with the knee. So right leg at a 90-degree angle, both elbows locked in, right toes pointing up towards the right side of the room. So make sure your right lower leg is in line with the long edge of your mats, so not pulling the heel in behind you. And keeping the heel, keeping the knee here. 3 more breaths. And the knees start to drop, pick it back up. And placing the right knee back down. Same with the left leg, knee in line with the hip, heel in line with the knee, both elbows locked in, whole body engaged, and keep the knee here. Keep the knee nice and high. And pick it back up. 2 more breaths. And placing your knee back on your mats. Tucking your toes, pressing into your hands, and just lifting your knees a few millimeters, so shin parallel to the floor. And hovering here. Try and tuck your hips through, feel your abdominals engaging as you press into your shoulders. Deep belly breaths. Two more breaths. And then bring your bum back to your heels, your forehead is close to your mat as your knees are. Pulling your head through your arms toward the floor as you press into your palms, pushing away from the shoulders, pushing the bum back into the heels. And so your upper body is perfectly aligned to come into down facing dog. All you need to do is push back through the knees, lifting the hips, and feel the openness in your chest and your armpits. And whilst you're here, cycle the legs, so bending the right knee, pressing down into the left heel. Hold for a few breaths. Keep finding a stretch through the whole back of your left leg. And after a few breaths, swap the legs over. Keep the upper body nice and active, pushing the floor away. Strong through the legs. So, after you've done both legs a couple of times, start walking your feet forwards, placing one foot in front of the other, as many footsteps as you can, walking up the mats, keeping your hands in contact with the floor, until eventually you come into a forward fold, so big toes together, small gap between the heels, grabbing hold of your elbows, and then just hanging forwards out of your hips. So legs as straight as they can be without locking the knees in. Tilt from the pelvis, hang out of the lower back. Soften your neck, full weight of your head hanging forwards as you breathe space between every vertebrae. Soften the upper body. Breathe deeper, listen to your exhale as it comes back up through your nose. One more breath. And then, nice and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, stacking your spine as you make your way up the standing. Head is the last thing to lift. And eventually, you arrive into Tadasana, mountain pose. So big toes together, small gap between the heels, straightening through the legs, lengthening through the spine, rolling shoulder blades back towards each other, palms facing the front. Surya Namaskara, sun salutation, deep breath in. Exhaling, the hands come together. Inhaling, reaching up to the ceiling, deep belly breath. Exhaling, swan dive to the forward fold, hands on the floor. Inhaling, stepping the right foot back into runner's lunge. Hold the breath, back to plank. Exhaling, knees to the floor, chest in the hands, chin on the mat, bums in the air. Inhaling, sliding into cobra, pressing hips down and shoulders. As we exhale, sucking toes, lifting hips, downward facing dog. Looking between the hands as we inhale, stepping the right foot between the hands. Exhaling, left foot between the hands. Inhaling, pressing to the heels, reaching through the fingers. Exhaling, returning to Tadasana, mountain pose. And again, breathing in. Exhaling, the hands come together. Inhaling long through the sides of the body, pressing into your heels. Exhaling, swan dive to the forward fold, hands on the floor. Inhaling, stepping the left foot back into runner's lunge. Hold the breath, go back to plank. Exhaling, knees to the floor, chest between the hands, chin on the mat, bums in the air. Inhaling, sliding into cobra, pressing hips down into shoulders. Exhaling, tucking toes and lifting hips, downward facing dog. Looking between the hands as we inhale, stepping the left foot between the hands. Exhaling, right foot between the hands. Inhaling, reaching through the whole of your body's deep belly breath. And exhaling, returning to Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhaling up through the right side of your body, left hand on the left thigh. As you exhale, bending over to the left side of the room, reaching through the whole right side of your body, left hand sliding down the left leg, and top shoulder blade pulling backwards so you can see underneath the arm up towards the ceiling, banana shape through the whole of your body. Breathe into your right lung, use that spatial breathing. As you exhale, can you reach a little further? And inhale back to center, exhaling, swapping the arms over. Inhaling up through the left side. As you exhale, bending the other way, reaching over to the right side of the room, right hand sliding down the right leg. And again, top shoulder blade pulling backwards so you can see underneath the arm up towards the ceiling. Press down into your left heel, lengthen through the whole left side of your body. Reach, bend, stretch a little further, breathing into your left lung. Last breath. And inhaling, both hands reaching up. Exhaling, swan dive to forward fold, hand on the floor. Stepping or jumping back to a plank. Half press up, chaturanga. Nice and low to your mat, elbows close into the body as we inhale, coming through into up facing dog. So top of the feet on the floor, pressing down the feet, lift the knees, lift the hips, pulling your chest through the arms, pressing down to your palms, shoulder blades squeezing behind you, and looking forwards up towards the ceiling. So really pulling the shoulder blades backwards, opening the chest, coming forwards, pressing harder into the feet, into the hands, trying to lift the knees and hips a little bit higher. 2 more breaths. And then dropping onto your knees, bums on the heels. Okay, so stretching the feet, stretching the shins. Taking our weight backwards, lifting our knees as hard as we can. Maybe finding the balance as we bring our hands to our hearts, lengthening through the spine, shoulders down away from the ears, lengthening through the crown of your head, and breathing from here. Three more breaths. And coming back down onto your knees. Coming forward onto your hands, tucking the toes, lifting your hips down, facing dog. And then stepping up right in between the hands. Dropping your left knee to the floor, top of your left foot on your mats. Inhaling both hands, reaching up to the ceiling. And then exhale, present your lunge. So for a deeper lunge, bring your right foot further forwards. Stabilize the pelvis, pulling the right hip back, left hip forwards. Hips moving forwards together towards your right heel. Every exhale, send the hips further forwards. Every inhale, reach the hands further backwards. Use every breath. Last breath. Inhaling up, exhaling forwards, hands either side of the right leg, stepping your right foot out in front of you, and then pulling your right toes back, get the right knee locked in. So pulling your right toes back towards you, keep the knee locked in as you walk your hands forwards, tilting the pelvis, lengthening through the spine, folding down the right leg, trying to bring your forehead to the knee or down the shin. That right knee starts to bend and pull it back, then go so far. Keep the knee locked in. Feel the stretch down the whole back of your right leg, from the hip to the heel. Two more breaths. Squeeze on the exhale. And walking the hands back in, bring your right foot back in. Right knee above the ankle, you bring your right arm on the inside of your right leg. Lizard lunge. Dropping your shoulders as low as you can. Walking your hands away from you. Forearms, maybe elbows, maybe forehead coming down to our mats. But only if the whole sole of your right foot stays grounded down into the floor. And breathing here, deep belly breaths. Close your eyes. Remember, every breath is a bridge between your mind and your body. Explore that connection. 2 more breaths. And then coming back on the hands. Actually, sorry, stay nice and low with the shoulders. We're going to go for the bind. Bring the right arm under the right thigh, hand onto the lower back. Left hand behind the back as well, creating the bind nice and strong, squeezing on your arms. And try and send your weight forwards into the right heel so you can really feel the right leg working. As you use the strength of your arms to pull everything to the center line, lengthening through the crown of your head. Just looking at your mats on the inside of your right foot. Two more breaths. And releasing the bind, hands on the mats, coming up, shoulders above the hips, bringing your hands to your hearts. So deep breath in as we exhale, twisting the spine, looking over towards the right side of the room. And then left elbow on top of the right thigh, right elbow high up towards the ceiling, pressing the right hand into the left hand, push, lift, twist, getting away from the right thigh, bring the center of your chest to touching your thumbs. So welcome to stay here. This is option 1. Option 2, opening the left arm against the right lower leg and the right hand reaching up the ceiling. So twisting on the spine, looking up at the right fingers, using the strength of your left arm to pull the outside of the leg and twist the spine even more. Welcome to stay here. Otherwise, option 3, bring that left arm back underneath the outside of the right thigh. Right hand behind the back, going for the bind between the legs, and then looking over the right shoulder toward the back of the room. Two more breaths wherever you are. Then releasing, inhaling, facing the front, both hands reaching up. Exhaling, folding forwards, hands either side of the right leg, tucking the left toes, straightening both legs. So pressing back into the left heel, pushing away through the right heel, straightening both legs as much as you can without locking the knees in. Walk the hands forwards, tilting the pelvis, lengthening through the spine, and then folding down the right leg. Going to bring your forehead to the knee, down the shin. Keep drawing the right hip back, keep pushing away into the right heel. Keep the leg as straight as you can. And breathing here. Two more breaths. And then stepping your left foot next to your right foot. And then crossing your left foot over the right foot, crossing the ankles, crossing the legs. And then forward fold, bringing your forehead towards that front knee, just hanging out of your hips. The back knee may feel like it wants to lock in. Try to not let it, try and keep it with a little bend. And then again, just breathing. Three more breaths. And listen to your breathing. Make it strong. And then stepping back, down, facing dog. And option to rest, option to freestyle, do whatever you want to do. Otherwise, vinyasa with your breath. Inhaling to a plank. Exhaling, press up. Inhaling up dog. And exhaling and back into down dog. So back and down facing dog, stepping your left between the hands. Dropping your right knee to the floor, top of your right foot on your mats. Inhaling both hands, reaching up. As we exhale, present movement. Sending the hips forwards, taking the hand backwards. Open front of your body. Last breath. And then folding forwards, hands either side of the left leg, stepping your left foot further forwards, and pull your left toe back towards you, left knee locked in, walk the hands away, tilt from the pelvis, lengthen through the spine, pouring from the hips down through the leg. Going to bring your forehead to the knee, or again down chin. Pull the left hip back, extending through the left leg. Squeeze in the belly and with every exhale, maybe every few breaths, walk the hands further away and drop the head closer to the leg. And bring your left foot back towards you. And bring the left arm inside of the left leg, setting up your lizard lunge. Shoulders low, walking the hands away. Forearms, maybe elbows, maybe forehead coming down. Staying close to the inside of your left leg as you ground the whole foot into your mat. Breathe into the tension, the biting point. Breathe into whatever you feel. Listening to every breath. If you're listening to your breathing, you cannot be listening to any thoughts, no distractions. Fully absorbed in your practice. So one more breath. And coming to your lizard bind. So keeping shoulders low, left arm under left thigh, hands to the lower back, right hand behind the back, create the bind, squeeze and bind, lengthen through your spine. And again, shift your weight forwards into that left foot, feel the strength of your left leg. Feel the weight going down to the heel. Deep breaths. Last breath. And releasing the bind, hands back on the mat, coming up, shoulders behind the hips, bringing your hands to your hearts. So deep breath in as we exhale, twisting the spine, looking to the left side of the room. And then right elbow on top of the left thigh, left elbow high up towards the ceiling. Press the left hand into the right hand, pushing off the left leg. Bring the center of your chest to your thumbs. As again, you lift, twist away from the left leg. And with every exhale, squeeze your belly in, massage your internal organs. Majority here on the left side of your body. in the massage. So welcome to stay here. This is option 1. Option 2, right arm against the left lower leg and the left hand reaching up to the ceiling. Again, pulling on the leg, twisting the spine, looking up to the left fingers. Deep belly breaths. And again, maybe option 3, going for the bind. Right hand back underneath the outside of the left leg. Left hand behind the back, squeeze on the bind. And looking over the left shoulder towards the back of the room. Three more breaths. Nice and deep, nice and strong. And releasing, inhaling, facing forwards, both hands reaching up. Exhaling, folding forwards, hands either side of the left leg, tucking your right toes, straightening both legs, pushing away through the right heel, pressing away through the left heel, both legs nice and straight, walk the hands away from you, tilting the pelvis, lengthening through the spine, folding down the left leg. And again, trying to bring your forehead to the knee, and down the shin. Last breath. And then stepping your right foot next to your left foot. And stepping the right foot over the left foot, crossing the ankles, crossing the legs. And going forward fold, bringing your forehead to that front knee. And again, just hang out of your hips, soften your spine. Deep belly breaths. Fill your lungs. Try and use your maximum lung capacity in every breath. Try and increase that capacity. Two more breaths. And stepping back, downward facing dog. Again, rest, freestyle, otherwise vinyasa with your breath. Moving with the breath. And when you're ready, arriving back, again, downward facing dog. Hop, step, or jump into a forward fold, both feet between the hands. Then, right peace fingers around your right big toe, supporting yourselves in your left fingertips. First of all, so stay in the forward fold as much as you can. You're going to pick the right foot up as high as you can, right knee outside the right shoulder. Then the next step is to straighten the right leg out in line with the right hip, pushing away through the heel and locking the right knee in. Hold that for 5 breaths, and then same on the other side. So again, hold the big toe, pick the foot up first of all, arm on the inside of the leg, try and get the shoulder, get the knee high next to the shoulder as you stay in your forward fold. So when the knee is nice and high, then you straighten the right foot out in line with the hip. Go as far as you can, hold for 5 breaths. And after 5 breaths, same on the other side. So once you've managed 5 breaths on both the legs, coming back to forward folds, peace fingers around both your big toes, and lifting both the legs. Keeping the heels down, start bending your knees lowering all the way down into a little baby squat. So if your heels start to lift, don't go any lower. Come up until your heels are down, and then work with your heels in contact with your mats. Breathing there. Keep pulling on your toes to bring your weight forward so you don't fall backwards. Press the toes down. Two more breaths. And gently placing your bums onto your mats. So bring the soles of your feet together, grabbing the hold of your toes. Bring your heels and your hips as close as you can bring them. And then open your chest. So pull both your shoulder blades backwards as you come to cobbler's pose. Keep your back flat, spine long, pulling yourselves on your feet, leading with the chest, with the chin. So trying to come forwards rather than just down. See how far you can come, lowering down with the flat back. As you get lower, you can use your arms to press down on your thighs, open your hips even wider. If you can maintain the work that you feel here, then you can round through the spine, bringing your forehead to your toes, but only if you feel the same work happening. If you come forwards and you lose that work, continue working with the flat back. Use the strength of your arms. Main focus is using your arms to press down the legs and open the hips even wider. 3 more breaths. Gently releasing. Then I'm going to demonstrate thread the needle with all 5 levels just because it's been a while and some people haven't seen it before. So sit comfortable for a moment as I show you how it's done. So big toes together, knees are max width apart. And we start with hands under the shoulders. Right hand, sliding it against the left wrist all the way until my shoulder lands where my left hand is, okay? When the shoulder's down, bring my chin into my chest and then up to my shoulder to get the back of my head on the floor so I can look up towards the ceiling and bring the left hand, back of the hand towards the floor behind me. So this is option 1, level 1. Stay here for a few breaths, but then option 2, you bring the left toes off, tuck the toes on the floor, push your hips forwards to get more onto the back of your shoulders, back of your head, back of the hand closer to the floor behind you. Couple of breaths on option 2, and then option 3, as you push through the left heel, keep the left knee locked in and lift the leg as high as you can. The higher the left foot, the more juicy the booty. Option 4, you bend the left knee, grab a hold of your foot, and you pull the foot backwards as you drive your hips forwards to create a back bend. And then finally, option 5, you're going to lift the right foot, balance on the right knee, place your left thigh on the right toes, straighten the left leg out, and rest the left hand on your left hip. So, starting positions. Big toes touching behind you, knees mat width apart, hands under the shoulders. So again, bums above the knees, so bums up in the air. Thank you. So right hand past the left wrist, reach as far as you can, thread the needle, and then when you're on the shoulder, chin into your chest and then up to the shoulder to get the back of your head on the floor, and release the left hand, take the hand up towards the ceiling, and back of the hand towards the floor behind you. Deep breaths. Twisting through the spine, trying to open your chest. Option 2. Left toes come off your mat onto the floor, tucking your toes and straightening the leg. So push your hips further forwards, try and get more on the back of the shoulders, back of the head. Getting the back of the hand closer towards the floor behind you. Option 3. As you push through the left heel, lift your left leg as high as you can up in the air. Move slowly. Be mindful of your balance. Option 4. You're going to bend the left knee. Grab a hold of the foot, pull the foot backwards as you drive your hips forwards. You're going to shift your center of balance. And then finally, you're going to be bouncing that right knee as you pick the right foot up. Very good. When you're ready, starting positions and same the other side. Threading the left hand past the right wrist, reaching as far as you can, coming to the back of the shoulder, and then chin into the chest, up to the shoulder, back of the head on the floor, and bringing the back of the right hand towards the floor behind you. Option 2. Bring the right toes off your mats onto the floor, tucking the toes, straighten the hip. Push your hips further forwards, twisting more on the spine. Keep breathing. Option 3. Keep pushing through the right heel and slowly lifting the right leg as high as you can up in the air. Option 4. Bending the knee, grabbing the foot, pull the foot backwards as you drive your hips forwards. And option 5, going to be balancing the left knee, picking the left foot up, resting the right leg on the left foot. Is that option 4 and a half? Nearly there. So 2 more breaths wherever you are. So Tim, straighten the leg. There you go. And when you're ready, climbing up onto your mats. And laying on your backs. Palms along the floor, palms facing the ceiling. Bring both knees into the chest. And then just drop both legs onto the floor on the left side of your mats. Closer to the left armpit, and more of a twist in your spine. Have your right leg on top of the left leg. Keep your right shoulder blade pressing down to your mats. And while we stay here, unless you want to straighten your right leg, lock the right knee in as you grab the right foot with your left hand. And you can use your left hand to pull the right foot towards the back of the room wall. Again, keep that right shoulder blade pressing down and breathing more. Few more breaths. And coming back to center. Same again, going the other way. Again, if you want to straighten the top leg, grabbing a hold of the right hand. But either way, keeping the left shoulder blade on your mat. Few more breaths. And coming back to center, coming to Shavasana, final relaxation. So laying your backs, lying on your mats, feet in the corners, flopped to either side, palms facing the ceiling, hands away from the body. Spread yourselves out. Space in the legs, space in the armpits. Try and bring every vertebrae in your spine to make contact with your mat, so lower back, between the shoulder blades, back of the neck, the chin will tuck in slightly. And soften your body. Completely let go. Nothing left to do. Allow your breathing to return to normal. And as you settle back into the natural state of your body, as you lay here, and as you come into the stillness in your body, also coming into the stillness in your mind. No thoughts need thinking about. Stay with your body. Taking your awareness around parts of your body, piece by piece, part by part. Feel into every finger individually, every toe, and everything in between. keep tuning in to the unique experiences to be found in every part of your anatomy. Be there for a breath and move on. If you feel something, feel the something and move on. If you feel nothing, feel the nothing and move on. Breathing deeply. Getting ready to move. And wiggling fingers and toes. Rotating wrists and ankles. And moving any way that feels good for you. Full body stretch, arms overhead. Pointing through toes, pushing through heels. Maybe bringing your knees into your chest, wrapping your arms around your legs, rock side to side, massage your lower backs. When you're ready, making your way to sitting on your mats. Super. Thank you very much. Namaste.